It's about time.
Hi, everybody. We're back. You said that right as I unmuted everything, too. So, good job there. So, we're back. And, I need to close some tabs that don't need to be open anymore. Chernobog does not need to be open. That does, though. So, at this point, what do you do?
Well, I think we should continue on to our initial mission, which was to go to the Mageland Isles. Because y'all niggas need some magic.
What did you just say, Dave?
You heard me.
No, I actually didn't. So I need to know whether I need to edit something or not.
You need to edit it.
Okay.
This time.
It's, hold on. 137. Ish. Alright. So, talking about going to the Mageland Isles. That's a good idea.
It's imperative that I figure out why my master was murdered and figure out what he was working on.
Yes, that's what our original plan was when we met these other two, so Weiss would
I look
agree.
at Dagmir and Afen, and I'm like, I ask Dagmir if she'll join us, and I just kind of laugh because Afen has to follow. I poke Dagmir. Are you dead? What is up with everyone leaving me? First Nargosh and Askatla, now Dagmir.
I think someone might be muted.
Yeah, she might. I think she's moving.
She just falls apart when she doesn't have you there to keep her on track, Weiss.
Yeah.
Alright. Watcher's gonna dry hump Dagmir.
Hold on, guys.
Alright.
Can't hold on to this.
Is that a real phobia? That is a real phobia. Well then. I have a phobia. Fear of palindromes. And it is also a palindrome. That's hilarious.
So, this has nothing to do with the campaign. Android betas for the new 5th edition tools should begin within a few weeks.
Well, that's good that they'll actually have mobile versions of the apps.
Yeah, they're doing Windows, Android, and Apple.
Hooray! I still can't make use of any of it, really.
They said at Gen Con they had 400 people, or over 350 people actually use it on their iPads. So that's cool.
Interesting. But, I'm assuming that Dagmar is actually going to go with you, so...
Okay.
Yep.
Also, you do have the trip back to Baga and then to Old Olg. Awkwardly named place.
Yeah. Alright, so we should make our
we
way
would
back
make
there.
that trip.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me keep note of something. How many days passed? It's about 2 days back. 2 days back to Baga. Are you going to do anything in Baga?
Probably just restock supplies.
Yep, just food stuff. That's it.
Okay. And it will be 6 days to Old Dog. At which point you will need to figure out what you're going to do and how you're going to get to wherever it is you're going.
I keep getting attacked by krakens every time we go in the ocean. Do they have airships in Old Dog?
They
yeah,
do
I
not.
want an airship.
You don't want to deal with aerial krakens either.
You don't know me.
Alright, well, roll me a d20, someone.
No. Last time I did, there was a dinosaur.
That was a d100, thank you very much. As it so happens, there is a ship in from the Trade Empire of Valone. You could try and charter passage on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we could be useful.
Seriously, I'm never going in the water again.
Too many krakens.
Part of me is very happy that I've instilled this fear of krakens into you.
I just kind of get it's boring just loading the cannons all the time.
So are you going to approach the ship captain then?
Yeah. So I guess I'll go up to him, and I'm gonna intimidate him, because that's how I roll. So I'm gonna tell him. Wait, what race is he?
He is human.
I'm like, listen here, you little boot-licking
shorter?
kobold goblin dork. Yeah, you heard me. You're gonna fly us to the Mage in the Isles. You're gonna fly us there right now.
You're
Is
like
he-
talking to like
I don't think
the
he is.
wall or something.
The man who was currently helping someone lift something off of a pallet will dust his hands off on his fine jacket and stare at you and look around to see if there's anyone with you.
Is there anyone?
Weiss is
I'm
hanging
going
in
to
the background.
I'm gonna unravel my my spike chain behind Watcher and then just glare. So Watcher doesn't see what I did. So if this works, he's gonna think, yeah, that's right. You're afraid of me. So do I roll intimidate?
You can if you'd like, but
It's
he
not gonna help at all, by the way. FYI.
probably not.
Just saying.
He will address
Oh, wow.
he will just address Weiss and say he'll address Weiss and say
here's mine.
Are your two companions well? Are they touched by the gifts? Are they 2 fries short of a Happy Meal? Are they the sharpest nugget in the drawer?
This is Weiss intimidation, so he's even worse.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I'm sorry.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay, have a good day.
Alright, take care.
Where are you going?
Okay, so Weiss just looks at him and he just kind of shakes his head. It's like, don't even begin to ask what's wrong with him. But anyway, he like kind of turns towards the captain and says, "We do need passage on your ship if you need some extra hands. Or, they might not look it, but they are good in a fight. If you need some bodyguards or protection for the ship."
Pause for a moment and say, the ship does have some amount of commercial transit slots if you would like to charter that. Working as a deckhand on this ship is exceptionally dangerous, and the pay for it is not good.
Sounds like Weiss would rather work, keep himself busy and active than just charter. I mean, they can buy their tickets on if they want, but Weiss would like sign up to work on the way there.
I'm not working on my way there. How much is a ticket?
It is 1,000 gold.
Alright, hold on. Where's my... How many platinum pieces equal 1,000 gold in 4th? 10?
I think.
Pretty sure it's 10.
Yeah, I want to say it's 100 down.
Alright, hold on. 100 you said?
No. 100 gold equals 1 platinum, I think. You know what? I can go look.
I was say, because that means I'm amazingly rich if that's the case.
We will go find out from the D&D compendium.
But I'm not paying 1,000 gold for this, so
Platinum piece. Glossary. Coins and currency. Okay, 1 platinum piece is worth 100 gold pieces.
wow.
That is the only 100 or step down of 100. 1 gold to 1 silver is 10. 1 silver to 1 copper is 10, and 1 copper to.
Yeah,
But
never mind. I don't have that much gold.
yeah, but
I thought it was gonna be a lot more.
hmm?
Yep.
I have
That-
32 platinum.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's 3,200 gold.
Let's say I have 125 platinum.
Yeah, it's about
So-
1250 or 12.5k.
So I'm gonna. I'm just gonna like pull my sword halfway out of its sheath, and like as frost is like beginning to condense onto the sword itself, I'm like, I'm not paying you 1,000 gold to fly on your rickety flying machine. I'll give you 500 gold if you just get me to the Mageland Isles.
Hold on. Oh, I got rid of the one map that I would actually need. He'll eye you over and whistle, and a few deckhands will drop off of the deck, and they will all draw scimitars made out of strange and glowing materials. And say, reconsider your intimidation tactics, boy.
Oh wait, let me roll an intimidation check. Like, no, you consider, boy.
You do know the man is at least twice your age.
You play with powers beyond your knowledge, old man.
He'll laugh for a second and say, you have messed with the wrong trader. And he will whistle again. Me.
7 zombie dragons show up.
That would be funny, but no. Let's see, 10 by... Oh wait, that's width. So, 8 by 12. Grid black. Yeah, you know what, that works. And let me, momentarily draw up the map. It amazes me how this party can get anything done sometimes.
I don't know, I think I got 1,000 golds like a drop in the bucket for us. I think we could afford it.
Probably. I'm just really cheap.
Can't you just like buy the materials needed and just teleport yourself?
You never did ask about a teleportation circle. You would know the code to get there.
Oh.
But you went and pissed off a trade merchant. Oh, there we go. They have scimitars. Let me, just drop down some tokens. And, yeah, you know what? You get the merchant captain. And let me bring over all of your tokens.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really?
It wasn't me.
The Shaggy defense will not work here.
That's okay. We're huge compared to them. Look how scrawny they are.
I'm gonna try a quick bluff. I'm gonna say
So-
that I'm a duke from the land of Aranth, and it would be pretty disappointing if the king were to hear about this. So 16 bluff.
Let me check something. Oh, that's your inside bonus? Wow, that's your inside bonus?
Don't say that. Well, shit. You didn't even have to roll.
Yeah.
So, when he says that, Afin's gonna look over him and go, "No, you're not." I mean, what?
I do have a castle, you know. I mean, it's
I
not
blew
really
that
in my
up.
possession right now, but it's there.
It's currently sitting in the middle of a city.
Half underground.
Alright. So I'm like, alright, this is your last chance. Let's back down.
He'll cackle and say, "This is your last chance."
I look at Weiss, I'm like, I mean, you're already with him, so you don't have to do this. It's not too late to just pretend you don't know me.
Huh?
Oh.
Who are you?
Like, well, he's technically, if he's already accepted me as as crew member of his, I guess I'm fighting with the captain.
I feel so bad for what's about to happen then.
What's over here?
That's water. The ship is moored in the water at the moment.
How far down is the water?
2 to 3 feet.
Damn it. Fuck it. YOLO. Whoosh. I'm jumping there.
Oh.
And damn it. I can never roll when it actually matters. Ever.
You got a 21. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to lasso Watcher. So, does a 21 hit your fortitude?
Yes.
Oh, well then I'm gonna lasso him and then pull him with me. Like,
Roll me a d12.
so, I jump over the side and then this black thing shoots up after you lose sight of me. It just wraps around him.
Well, I guess if we don't go on the flight, we can at least still
4.
mage portal there, mage circle.
Well, luckily you didn't get the head. I don't
Oh,
think.
I'd be so pissed off if you got the head again.
That's the only place I can hit you.
You had one job. Get there peacefully. How did you fuck this up so badly? Oh wait, never mind. Don't answer that. Let me find this table and wait for my PDF to unfreeze. It looks like left arm. You have managed to lasso the noose around his left arm.
So I'm gonna pull it.
Well, I got that correct.
I pull it and try to get him into the water.
Okay.
This is the thing that I sort of, for some reason, tend to do.
Will you willingly go with him or attempt to resist the pulling?
I'm just gonna say he caught me off guard, and I'm just gonna go.
Okay. You will hear shouting from up on the dock. Weiss, are you doing anything?
Oh, Weiss is. I was like, I'll meet you there. So you guys are going to the same place I am. I'm just working my way over.
You hear shouting and a loud popping sound, and you look back to see something terrifying. As the person that once had been the captain of the ship is now a very large, dullish gray metal dragon.
What?
Don't mess with merchant lords.
Now, the rule of
So
Lions
we're in the
campaign
water,
is don't mess
right?
with anybody because everybody is always level 100.
No!
We're in the water, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
He's near your level. But no, powerful merchant lord from an empire. There are two people you never mess with. Merchant lords and wizards.
So we're swimming. I'm up here.
I went straight down. So, and you're still attached to me by shadow.
I know, that's why I can't get away. Look.
And then I'm gonna shadow step to shore.
That doesn't take him with you.
Well, he's still attached to my noose, so I'm gonna pull the noose. I'm fishing right now, and I'm reeling Watcher in. Like, and as I make the circular motion, you know, the shadow noose is going into my hand.
You are currently under the dock. Weiss, the commotion has died down and the captain is back and then says, "Do you still wish to travel this way?" So I'm fairly certain your friends are nearby and you could find them if you truly wished.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. I'll have to bow out from working here at the moment. Those two knuckleheads obviously didn't want to take this route, so we'll have to find another way. Thank you for allowing me to come aboard anyway. So, and I hope you have a safe voyage.
I'm not a knucklehead. I kept the dumbass safe.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, to be fair, you are not to blame in this case.
Yeah, it's a
This
lot
time.
Yeah, this time. Yep.
So where am I? Under the dock?
Yep.
Is there water? I mean, air? Sorry, hold on.
Yes, there is air.
Okay.
Is there air?
I take the noose off my arm.
Okay. And yes, there is a small pocket of air. There's about a foot between the water and the actual air. Or water and the actual top of the deck.
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I can still hear them up on the dock.
Yes, you can. There's talking going on. But it seems that the footsteps are going back towards the ship and reboarding the ship.
Okay. I'm gonna come out when they go away.
Okay. You can make it away from the ship unscathed.
Alright, so I'm gonna come back up onto the dock then. I'm gonna look at Ethan. I'm like, I had them right where I wanted them.
No, you didn't. You didn't at all. At all.
I was about to get us all a new airship.
No.
Even if we got one, I think we'd just crash it.
No, I have a pilot. His name's Sarid.
Wait, what's his name?
It's Sarid.
I don't get the joke.
It's okay.
We'll explain later when you're older.
Alright, did Weiss go with them?
Now
No,
you
Weiss
decided to hang
walked back to us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so we don't need the airship anyway. I'm sure there's a teleportation circle somewhere in here. We'll just use that. It's quicker.
No, I'm not being teleported. Like, yeah, fine.
Like, you can take the airship.
No, we'll teleport.
Yeah, I guess we're teleporting. Unless you piss off the teleporter.
Why would I do that?
Can someone roll me a streetwise check?
Oh, wait,
preferably
that's
not me. There you go.
That's me. Watch me get a 1. Ready for this 1? I gotta double check. Wow, okay. 27 to talk to some dude that I say. I want it to be like the smallest midget ever. Like the imp from Game of Thrones. That's who I go up to talk to with my streetwise check. I need a teleporter.
You know the imp is royalty in that, right?
Well, okay, so all small little guys are now royalty?
Yes, they're all Vern Troyer and Peter Dinklage. You can secure a location for a teleportation circle. The price to use it is relatively reasonable. It's 500 for the 500 gold for the use.
I am
Wow.
not paying
So
500 gold.
The
for
dude
this
that I found
teleportation
just said that?
I mean, that's the general information you get from just like combing the area.
No. Alright.
It's 500
Quick
gold
watcher.
for anyone to go, or for any group of people to go through the circle. It is, however, a one-way trip. You have to negotiate with the person on the other side for a trip back.
That's fine. All right, well, we'll pay the gold then. That's fine. Do we know where it's at?
There's one for, or there's at least one for each of the cities in the Mageland Isles. The one in the city? Yeah, you can find it easily.
Okay. Where am I from again? The small island, right? Katun?
Katun, or Katun, yeah.
Okay, that's where we'll be going then.
The person you were hired from is from Vinergother. Was from Vinergother. It's that or Ningaland. Suffice it to say, Katun works. Any of the other ones work equally well.
Oh, I didn't realize the person that hired me was from there.
Yep. Katun and Triathel are both human-controlled. Vinergother and Ningaland are
right.
Elven, and Gundanal is Dwarven.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I moved to
Vinergother.
Gother, yeah, at the age of 12.
Yep.
Oh, and then I went to Ningelrod. Or Ningaland.
I made them as complex of names as I possibly could. No, that was a
Yeah.
random name generator. So, any island works. It just means that you might have some more traveling if you want to get to Vinergother.
No, we'll go to Ningaland.
Alright. Is anyone going to object or try and alter the teleportation sequence?
No.
Alright.
I can make it go faster.
How can you make instantaneous travel faster?
He paints the circle red.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. What do you think will happen if it goes faster?
It's better.
Obviously better.
Have you ever heard of a Stack Overflow error?
That's it.
Yeah.
Our group name is now Du Bois.
The boys?
Du Bois.
Da Bears.
Just the red ones go faster, and we have no common sense at all. And we always need more DACA.
You arrive in Ningaland. It is a fairly bustling city. The teleportation circle is sort of cordoned off from the rest of the actual bazaar that you arrive in. There's someone there standing. A few guards will raise their halberds to sort of bar any of the exits, and the person who was sitting next to the portal will stand and say, "What is your business?" And then he will pause for a second and shake his head sorrily and sort of bow and say, "Sorry, I did not realize you were returning, Watcher."
Boom! So I just kind of flex, and then I'm like, I'm here to get down to business. I need a theme song.
Are you defeating the Huns?
Wait for it.
I regret making that comment. Very much so.
Wait for it.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Wait for it.
What the fuck is that?
Why is that your theme song? Wait, is that just a mashup of the two? What? If I have to get the VOD off of Twitch, I'm going to be frustrated.
Alright, so that music starts playing, and I'm like, here to get down to business.
Can we all like strike epic poses like the Ginyu Squad?
Yes, if you would like to. I actually think you guys are closer to the Z Fooders than the Ginyu Squad. Piccolo
know what that
Pizza.
is.
Oh, you didn't watch the Achievement Hunter Let's Play of Worms, did you?
Yes, I did, but I thought you were getting it from. I thought it was an actual thing.
No, it was Michael's team from that. But yes, you can strike epic poses if you'd like.
Alright, sorry. So yeah, so I'm gonna say, has there been any? How long have I been gone since the last time I was here? Like months, right?
At least 8 months, I believe.
Jesus Christ! I'm like, has there been any news since I was last here?
They're beginning the process of reappointing someone as representative from Ningalan to the council. There is even there's even talk of a new assignment for you.
Who's gonna give me the assignment?
It would be the council. It's actually, interestingly enough, head of security for the council itself. Basically, you get to be the guard at the UN, the guards during the UN sessions.
Interesting. I guess I have to go talk to the council.
Perhaps that might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm like, can you teleport us there?
I'll say, yes. Unfortunately, there's some small errors. And I'll say, the circle has been acting up. We'll have to take you to another one.
Okay.
For Aethan and Weiss, this is a pretty impressive place. There's a lot of casual magic, for lack of a better word. Ever burning lanterns and torches. Constantly spewing fountains that are minorly ensorcelled. Stuff like that.
Weiss grew up in like a monastery with no magic, so yeah, all this stuff is just eye-opening, kind of like fascinating to him.
Yep. Compared to the Sorcerer's Dominion of Vinheim, it's a little less toned up than it was in Vinheim, but it's a lot more practical and sort of masterfully crafted stuff here. For the most part, the people you see here are elves. There are humans here, but they are few and far between, and there are some half-elves in the crowd as well. You have discovered one of 3 locations that have a lot of elves.
So Weiss would just be following Watcher's lead wherever he's going.
After about 5 minutes of travel, you see the crowd ahead of you is sort of up in a commotion of some sort. The guard will, guide, for lack of a better word, will say, we're close, but I'm not sure about this commotion. We'll say, best to be on your guard, given recent events.
Yeah, so I just pull my sword out just to be ready. And then, I guess I'm gonna make my way through the crowd and try to figure out what's at the center of it.
As you begin getting closer to the source of the disturbance, you hear a lot of cries of, monster and vile creature, get out of here. What sort of foul beast are you? And you hear an equal amount of, you'll hear an equal amount of, hide hashtag Dan the Man.
Yeah. I'm gonna look extremely offended as like all this stuff is going on. Like, I just got here. I didn't do anything yet.
They are not directing their comments or attention towards you.
I'm assuming they are.
They are addressing it towards a crowd, and you see a very large collection of sailors sort of at the center of this mob of hatred. And then there's one of them that sticks out very much. He has a token. To give you a general idea of what he looks like. I'm just going to drop this down here.
I'm gonna throw a rock at him.
He doesn't look familiar.
Yeah, definitely throwing a rock at that dude.
You're a terrible
Is this
person.
who this is?
No. God, no,
No.
you're not.
No.
No, it's just an image of what he looks like.
And what is he doing in response to like all these like crowd calls to him?
He's pushing his way through the crowd, doing his
From me,
best
or
Hmm?
away from me, or
towards you.
is he looking?
Wait, he's coming towards Watcher?
Yes.
Uh,
And at this point, he has set his gaze upon you. You do
How-
note that he does have a hook hand, and he is trying his best to not hook anyone with it as he's pushing through the
how
crowd.
tall is the closest building?
Uh,
I ready. and
3
I
stories?
to dodge the noose.
3 stories, so 30 feet.
Okay.
Or
what kind of
give or
check
take
do I
30,
need
36
to
feet.
like Jackie Chan run my way up, and then noose?
It would be an acrobatics check that is exceptionally high.
I have a plus 18.
We're talking 25 to 30. So,
Seriously, my ready action is to dodge the noose. Like, I'm staring right at Ethan. Like it's not happening.
What about if I? Okay, I want to jump off Watcher's shoulder and then Jackie Chan my way up, and then because it will set him off balance and should
No.
give me combat advantage to
No.
get him away from this dude.
No. No.
Because this dude looks angry and already dead. So we need to get you out of here.
No. I'm sure he's just angry about the crowd. Plus, like, I'm surrounded by people here. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna call out to him. Hail, hail adventurer. What brings you to the wonderful mediocrity?
Does that make it?
what, up the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll make you up to the top. It's a slow process, but yes, you can make your way up to the top.
And now,
No.
The boss from Saints Row is standing up there looking unimpressed at you. But the man, as he finishes muscling his, well, for lack of a better word, muscling his way through the crowd, will eye you up and down and bring his hook hand to his beard. Says, so you're the one. You're the last survivor.
I'm like, yes, then what is it to you?
Trying to figure out why a worthless little runt like you didn't die when one of my friends did.
Alright, I attack him.
Alright.
wait, what friend?
Guess we need to like after this battle, we need to pull Watcher aside to an inn or something, get him drunk so he can tell us.
Wait, wait.
Okay,
what did he say?
I'm seriously pulling Watcher up. Now I got a 27 versus Fortitude.
Alright, what was your question, Dave?
What did he say again? Why?
A
I'm not-
worthless, why a worthless whelp like you survived when his friend did not.
Oh. For some reason, I took it as like one of his assassins didn't survive. So like, who was your friend?
And this is me forgetting the name, but the elf who had hired you.
Oh, his name is Omiad Magaleaf.
Ah, yes. Omiad. Why you survived and Omiad had perished.
Hold on. So I look at him like, Omiad, yes. That was actually my master, and I wasn't even on this part of the planet when everything went down.
A look of disconcertedness will come across his face. And he'll say, "So you weren't around when all of them died?"
No, he had sent me on a mission to Arinth.
And you've been gone ever since?
Yeah, I made a short appearance back here about 8 months ago when I found out he was assassinated, and I was taken away again before I come back.
So you don't know about his students, do you?
No.
They're dead too.
Hmm.
All of them. Same manner.
And what were your students studying?
I personally don't know. I was never allowed to see the scene. But I've been tracking you ever since to see why you're the one that survived.
I told you I wasn't around.
Now, that didn't stop some of the others. He did have a few other students out in the world who, perished.
To be fair, I wasn't even on this plane at one point.
He'll shrug and he'll say, well, then, best to be listening to my warning, boy. Someone's coming for you.
Who isn't?
Whatever it was that, Almeida had learned, or was looking into, well, it got him killed.
Do you happen to know what that is?
If I did, then I'd be going about extracting vengeance, and not looking for someone like you, trying to find clues of my own.
Is there a similar method to the way all of these deaths occurred? Were they all killed in the same fashion?
With the exception of Omida, all of them died the same. Exact same.
How was that?
For the students?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say it was, even by my standards, quite grisly. As best I can tell, some sort of vivisection or dissection. In addition to that, they were cut, or they had a smile cut across their face with a dagger of some sort.
Have you ever heard of the Joker?
This was not how. Also, 1, Dublin smile. 2, not the first. Joker wasn't the first one to do that. It is actually called something. It is called the Dublin smile. But I'll say the nature of it was pretty bad. The vivisection or dissection and all. But that was how all of them died.
I see. Well, I'm on my way to the council, and I'm sure we'll get down to the bottom of this. And I'll let you know if I find anything.
I'll nod and say, well, at least try and be careful.
Absolutely.
And where can we find you if we want to talk to you again?
He'll,
Rusty bucket.
no. He'll say, I'll be finding you when the time is right. Otherwise, before then, could always try and find my ship.
Alright. What's the name of your ship?
It's called the Sunken the Sunken Norwegian.
Salty spittoon.
Sunken is spelled without the E, and an apostrophe in place of the E.
The Sunk in Norwegian.
Yep, I'll type it for you.
Alright.
Yeah, you do notice that his, or the sailors that had accompanied him have begun, sort of corralling the crowd away.
Are they undead also?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Okay. I'm just gonna make a mental note of that.
And he will turn and depart. The guide with you is, looking very startled. He's just sort of slightly panicked at the moment.
No fear, only dreams. Like, shall we continue?
And they will depart from the crowd. He'll eventually snap out of the fear and say, yeah, I guess, yes. I suppose we can continue, yes.
Alright then.
He will finish guiding you to the circle and say, when you get there, look for Amida's wife. She'll be the one heading the council.
Okay.
I totally forgot something important. No, I didn't. Never mind. But, he will escort you to the teleporter and, offer you his condolences on the loss of your mentor, but, best of luck in your future endeavors.
Alright then. So we get teleported again.
Yep. It's a strange and disorienting sensation for the most part, but you are teleported to the other island. It is very similar. Some of the buildings are slightly taller, but other than that, it is much the same. There is a very large, for lack of a better word, coliseum that is a very prominent feature in the center of the town, which is where the council resides.
Alright.
So, we're going to a council, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a dress code or anything like that?
Not really.
Do we all have to go?
You don't all have to go if you don't want to.
That's just a lot of public attention.
I guess
Yes,
you
it
can
is.
go to whoever paid you to get this far with Watcher and collect your bounty. Or collect your amount of gold.
I'm gonna do that.
That's true.
Vice will go to the local inn then while you, go talk to the council since that's your business, and I'll just wait for you there.
Wait, I'm sorry, say that again?
I'll go to the local inn and wait for you since you have to talk to the council. I mean, they don't
Alright,
really know
alright.
me, so
That's fine. I'll just meet you there then when I'm done.
The council is currently not in session, but you can very easily find Gilmithri, which was Omiad's wife. Fucking elven names. How do they work? I will copy it for you for sanity's sake. Gilmithri. Oh god. I almost sent that to the wrong person.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to hunt her down then.
She is currently actually teaching a small seminar. She will, as she sees you walk into the room, she will wave for you to wait, and she will finish up her thoughts and dismiss the seminar. And she will motion for you to walk over as the students and others disperse.
So, I walk up to her and I say, I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm sorry it took so long to get back, but now I'm here and we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
She'll nod her head and say, well, there are several ways you could go about that, but that is not actually what I wish to address first.
I just give her an quizzical look. Oh?
I've heard many troubling tales recently of many troubling things. One of which is of your exploits.
My heroics. I know.
Regicide is heroic now? Or attempted regicide, rather?
That's not what you think. See, she wasn't really there, and I got the orbs, and then we killed the guy. So, it's kind of pretty awesome.
Do you know the nature of who it was you were working with? Of this Andreas?
I didn't at first, but I figured it out. My fellow heroes handled it. I mean, I was sent out into the world to track down more power for Omeod, so who had a lot of power at the time? Andreas. Who started getting that power? This guy.
Omeod sent you out to monitor the world and see how things were shaping up. He knew what time was coming, and so do I. Soon the global stage will be set and everyone will be as one. The nations of the world will soon know of each other, and when that happens, terrible things might happen. Wars might break out, terrible calamities and catastrophes, the likes of which we've never seen before, might come about. He sent you there to watch and observe and see how they acted in the presence of great magical forces or various other forces. Not to consult with something like Andreas.
Well, Andreas is dead, so that doesn't really matter anymore.
Are you certain he's dead?
I'm certain we killed him.
On your way over here, you had an encounter with one, an Edward Teach. Though I don't think he gave you his name.
No.
Do you know what befell the last person who killed him?
No.
A hook from gullet to groin because they weren't certain that they had killed them. Or rather, they did not have certain proof that he was dead.
So you think Andreas is going to come back for me?
I think he's already coming back for you. I think at this point, he's already managed to get to anyone who might have been able to help you.
Oh, like Omeon?
Like my husband, yes. And like others. There's a trail of death following in your wake. You betrayed a very powerful magician, one whose origins are known not even to me. The shadow of death and betrayal follows you. And still darker clouds brew on the horizon.
So what do you think we should do? if you think I'm in the wrong, you should arrest me. But if not, we need to move forward.
As for whether you're in the wrong or not, those accusations fall on the nations you have previously visited, and you have committed no wrong and committed no murder here. And as such, I cannot try you here. And I believe, as far as I can tell, you have committed no wrong in Katoon either. Or any other of the nations, or any other city-states.
To be fair, I haven't done anything wrong in any country I've been in.
It depends on their laws about nature, or about murder, self-defense, and a few other things. Whether murder in any capacity, even in self-defense, is, legal there or not. Some of them it's not. Most of them it is. But, she'll say, as for what to do, there are several things. You could try and, find some way to communicate with my husband, see what he knew regarding his murder. You could try and find divination spells and effects to divine the nature of his murder. Or there is a gatekeeper for the dead you could bargain with for information. Though the nature of that bargain would, more than likely not be palatable for you. Or rather, 2 gatekeepers for the dead you could bargain with. 3, even. 3. There are 3. As for preparation, well, that's for you to figure out. I do not know what manner of assaults are prepared for you in the future, but find those who you trust and keep them close.
Alright. Guess we'll figure out a way to... I guess we'll just figure out something.
I'll say, of this I can give you one guiding light. Should you find a method of entry, my husband resides in the elven city of the dead.
And how does one usually get entry to that type of place? And I tap my ears as a non-elf.
She'll say, for you, it would be exceptionally difficult. For myself, it would be relatively easy. But the actual physical location of the City of the Dead is not in this plane of existence. You would have to go through a very powerful elven waykeeper, or wayfarer, and get transit there. You could attempt to move yourself to the Feywild and track the city down that way. Or you could beseech an elven god. Entrance into the city will not be easy if you attempt to enter without proper authorization, and getting that authorization might be even more difficult than entering the city. But it would allow you the most direct amount of information to be gathered from my husband, as you would be able to actually talk to my husband.
Alright. Gotta think. So to change the subject, I'm just gonna look up at her and I'm like, so I heard something about a job opening.
That was a very unfortunate rumor I had to begin to try and entice you back. I wasn't sure if you would willingly come here. As for the job offer itself, it appears you have more lucrative positions and gainful employment through your own methods.
Yeah, it'd be a crazy world out there.
Yes, it is. It is a mad, 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 mad world.
Alright, so... I guess I'm gonna go find an elven deity.
The nonchalance with which you say that is magnificent. I'm gonna go track down Corellin the Wraithian. Now I have to go open my Pantheon worksheet and see if there are any other elven gods.
That or... Well, I guess we're in the City of Mages. I'm sure I can find a divination wizard somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm. Divining into the past, though, is a very tricky and difficult thing.
But City of Mages?
Yeah. I know. But, are you going to go recollect your friends or anything?
Yeah, I may as well. I'm gonna go to the inn to meet with Weiss.
Okay.
And I don't know where Ethan went.
Why are you drawing? Who is drawing on the map?
What?
Stop scribbling.
Huh?
You.
It's not me.
Yes, well, it was the color of your selected
me.
color. Yeah, it was that color.
Yeah. But then there was blue on there. That wasn't me.
Yeah, no,
That
I know the
isn't
blue
me.
wasn't you.
That's not me. This is me.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. You can find Weiss. He is currently enjoying himself at
Brothel.
an inn.
Just sitting down having my cup of tea.
Weiss is swimming in pink.
So, I'm gonna spot him and go over to him. I'm like, have you seen Ethan?
I haven't seen him around, but usually he finds us.
True. I look over at Dagmar, who's dead in the eyes.
Currently passed out drunk.
I'm like,
She's like mumbling how she's the best. She's like,
I'm the best. I'm the best.
I'm the
Like,
best.
oh lord.
I'm the best.
So I'll basically fill Weiss in on how I need to figure out a way to communicate with Omiad or divine the nature of his murder. So we're gonna track down a divination wizard. Get to the bottom of this.
Weiss would nod and say, let's see, so are such wizards in this city?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna make a...
That's magnificent.
Would it be a history check? Since, like...
A history check would work, yes.
Alright.
Streetwise and knowledge or an Arcana checks would also work.
Alright, well let's do... history. 32.
Yes, there are plenty of powerful diviners here. Divining is a very profitable and very powerful subdivision of magic.
Alright, so... Do I have any idea of where they're usually at? Are they in the capital city?
Oh.
Okay.
As for powerful diviners, there is one that sticks out in your mind.
And who's that?
Give me a second. I will get you his name.
Your mind's like a Google search.
Yeah.
His name is Anzin Stoneseer. I will copy that for you because I know you're keeping notes.
Yeah.
It might be difficult to track him down as he is a dwarf and he is in the dwarf places doing the dwarf things.
Well, I love dwarfing off, so let's do it.
There are a few other groups of diviners and such that do have places of residence and work in Vinergother. They might be easier to track down.
Alright. I'm gonna go and try to track this guy down. I'm gonna go up to the bartender from the inn and ask for his finest ale. A keg of it.
That's not a command, because I forgot /roll. He'll say, for a keg of the finest ale, it would be 100 gold.
Deal.
I like how Watcher won't spend 500 gold on an aircraft ride, but 100 gold for booze, completely reasonable.
He spent too much time with a Scotla.
Maybe.
So, I'm gonna roll the keg out the door, and I'm just gonna whistle a nonchalant tune as I try to draw the dwarf out of hiding with this ale.
You get the attention of a lot of dwarfs, but you also do know he's in Gunadal. Or Gundamal. No, Gunadal.
Oh, right. I'm rolling into a teleportation circle.
Are you securing anyone? And also, Afen, have you shown back up at this point?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes, but no.
I'm sure Weiss is gonna come with me, so. And
Yeah, Weiss is
Dead in
following.
the Eyes, Dagmir. So, I'm like, well, I don't really care about Ethan, so let's blow this joint.
Yep, so you would follow.
The teleportation is unpleasant at first, as you arrive in a very strange location. Before you left, the person in charge of the circle will inform you that transit to the dwarven fortress is not pleasant by any means. You pass through a very large amount of wards and various other defenses. It leaves for a very sickening sensation. And he was not wrong. The worst you have ever felt is amplified by about 10 during the transit process, and a sickening sensation will be with you for the rest of the day.
I'm rolling an endurance check.
Despite your best efforts to try and dismiss the effect, the sickening will persist for a very long period of time.
That's ridiculous.
It would be even worse for you if you had gone.
Suck it, nerd. Who, me?
Yeah. But, as you arrive in the dwarven fortress, a gruff, short figure will stare at you for a second and go back to whatever it was he's doing at the table, whittling a statue of some sort or something along that end. And he'll just sort of gruffly say, "Yeah, you're on your own." And he'll kick
What's that
and
supposed to mean?
the door will open and you will have entered Dun Gundamal, or Gundanal. Welcome to the Dwarven Fortress. Or welcome to a Dwarven Fortress.
Glad to be here. I'm looking for Anson Stoneseer. Where's he at?
The guard will shrug. I don't know.
You're useless.
It's my job to sit here and make sure no one threatening gets through that door.
Well, good thing I'm not threatening. So I'm gonna walk on in and try to figure out where this guy's at.
And then the grandeur and exact nature of the fortress kicks in as you step out onto a bustling thoroughfare. You've seen cities before, you've seen some pretty impressive places, but this takes the cake. The road you step out onto is about 30 feet across, and beyond that, after a small fence, is a very large column or shaft downwards. In the center of it, a large golden statue stands. The sense of scale is almost lost until you look over the edge, in which you realize that it descends farther down than you can see. The city itself is sort of hived around this central shaft. Ornate carvings and pillars decorate the walls, and the bustling and bustling and crowded nature of the floor that you're on extends as far down as you can see.
Like, ooh-wee.
Yeah.
There is
Why
a
should
current
just whistle?
floor sign that you can see.
There's what?
A floor sign,
Oh.
indicating what floor you're on.
And what floor are we on?
Basement 50. You are 50 below the current sea level.
Alright. So, it is a hustling, bustling city. I'm sure there are people walking past.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do a streetwise check. I wish we had someone here that had streetwise. 6. So really, I'm just walking around like a crazy man. Stone's here, where's the stone's here?
Yep, Weiss doesn't know any better either.
The general answer you get is that he'd be very deep down. Probably floor 100 at least, or basement 100.
Alright, basement 100 we are.
It is a very, very, very long trek down.
Any elevators?
Elevator.
There are no elevators.
Can I Arcana check to slow fall us? We'll just jump down.
That would be magnificent. If you really want to, you can roll Arcana to try and do that.
That's probably like what, a DC 20? A simple slow fall spell, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Is Weiss gonna let me do this to him too?
I don't really need it. I could fly. All I'd have to do is fly right before I hit the ground, and I'll be fine.
Alright, well I'm gonna slow fall myself. 30.
Alright. I'm assuming this means you're going to jump over the edge and descend downward.
Yep. But I'm gonna look cool when I do it, like hands on my hips, just like a Superman pose. So anyone who sees me, I look like I know what I'm doing.
You have managed to slow yourself and arrest your fall slightly. The descent downwards is sickening.
Yeah, we are pretty sick from the wards. So.
In addition to that sickening effect, a very loud clattering and clanging of hammers grows much more intense the further down you go.
That's getting terrible.
Yes, it is. You are further and further down. It appears that the shaft is designed to amplify the noise.
That's awful. It's terrible design.
It's actually wonderful design. Puts the dwarves to sleep sometimes. The sound of hammers and picks breaking away at stone and working towards mining. It's like music to the dwarven ear.
The smell of gold is pungent.
On the wet dungeon walls.
Many floors have passed, and you do eventually make it to floor 100, at which point you do finally see the bottom of the shaft. And it is it's actually a bustling mercantile area. There are people down there selling stuff, and you see what's labeled as mining entrance. This isn't even the mining level.
Alright,
So I said, just about to hit the ground, then he would just use his flying skill to soar against the wall and skid to a halt, drop down safe.
Yeah, you guys can easily get yourself onto the floor you're supposed to land on.
Alright. So I'm gonna try this again. Stone Seer, where is Stone Seer? 10.
This is Weiss going to roll. There is or you can get the location of a Stone Seer, what is it?
Anson Stone Seer.
No. A Stone Seer masonry. There's a masonry, workshop nearby.
We find a Stone Seer, but it's actually like his great aunt. What do you want?
Like a gift shop.
So, Stone Seer Masonry. Alright, we're gonna go there.
I actually think that this is a very good point to wrap up this episode, or this session.
Alright,
So,
sounds good with me.
we'll see you guys next week for more Basements and Bears.
Yeah, have a good one.